Welcome to part 3 of the Ford Explorer ST rebuild. Got the suspension all put together in the front, both sides, all new suspension, axles, control arms, everything is new. Today I'm going to put some brake fluid in, bleed the brakes, probably just the front ones for now, just so I could throw the wheels on and then pull it inside the garage and then start tearing this thing apart more, remove the fenders. Hopefully I can save this door. If not, I mean, door shells are not that bad. And this hood right here, hopefully I could save that. It's just a little boo-boo there. Now this side, both doors need to be replaced. Luckily that rear suspension is good, untouched, and also the quarter panel is fine. So let's stop wasting time and I guess pour some brake fluid in and go from there. Oops. You know, you always gotta spill just a little bit. So I'm gonna fill it up full, and then I'm gonna get the bleed tool, which is basically a vacuum thing from Harbor Freight, and bleed the front two calipers. And then I'll do all four later once it's on the lift. I just want to have a little bit of brakes. Wow, that was thirsty. So this is the brake fluid bleeder kit I use. It's from Harbor Freight. I think it's like 30 bucks. Comes with a little reservoir. You can actually set it up to where it tops it off for you, but I've never had to do that before. So this is a one-man bleed thing, so it's kind of cool. You can even hang it on your stud or whatever. You take the cap off, put that on, whatever size wrench it is for your bleed screw, which mine is a 10mm here. And then you just hook up some air. For air out here, I'm using this portable tank that we made. This is an old natural gas tank that can hold up to 3600 psi, but you know, we have maybe 120 right now, so I mean, it's gonna be good enough out here for me just to get this thing going with some brakes. So you just gotta make sure your thing is topped off. Hook up the air hose to your tool, squeeze the trigger, and then open up the bleed screw, and then close the bleed screw, and then release this just so nothing goes back in. Pretty simple process. Let's get it done. Brand new 2023 wheels and tires. Unfortunately, these did not come with sensors in them, but they are brand new takeoffs. If somebody just wanted to reuse the sensors, but I don't see why somebody would get aftermarket wheels. These look the best for me. What do you think? These wheels or aftermarkets? These are 21-inch stock ST wheels. So finally, the Ford Explorer ST is on its 4 wheels. I didn't change the rear wheels yet. I will change those out later when it's on the lift, and I'm gonna rebleed all the brakes again. I just wanted to get some brake so I could move this thing around, but I will have 2 of those wheels and tires available if anybody needs them. I know I had a hard time finding 1 or 2, so if anybody needs them, they're available. Hit me up on Instagram. Anyways, I put the new battery in, got it connected. I'm gonna go ahead and close the hood and see if I can pull it inside, because I would like to get this fixed first. There is about 6-8 wires maybe, and this harness actually goes to the intercooler sensor, the radar detection, whatever, and the temp sensor. So there's a few codes in the PCM, but that's no big deal. It's just a few wires. I can solder those up, no problem. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove a few things, maybe the fenders. I'm gonna leave the doors on just in case I need to move it again outside. So let's see if this thing starts. The crazy thing is, I think our Expedition had the exact same mileage when we bought it off the auction about 2-3 years ago. So we got some brake pedal, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. She starts up even better with the new battery. Doesn't run that great because of the few codes, the harness being broken, and the TPMS system, and the wrench light, and everything else. It's all good. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna pull it inside the shop and see if it does that. Oh no, it's moving on its own power. Let's go. I like that. All right, we're in the shop because it started raining, so now we're safe. All right, now that I have the car inside the shop and it's sort of on level ground, this side looks good. This side, the front looks good, but if you look, the rear tire is slightly off, which makes sense because if this was sideswiped, it must have hit the wheel a little bit. So one of the control arms is bent over there. Nothing crazy, it'll still be fine. I'll look into that probably right before I take it to alignment. But let's get this fender off, the front removed. I want to get this reinforcement bar off because I want to get to this wiring harness. Basically it got cut right here and pinched, so I'm going to remove this whole bar. I hate taking stuff apart before I take it to the frame because I want the frame guys to see what was actually damaged, but I want to get that wiring fixed ASAP, so I'll do that, and I'll just remove the fenders, and everything else will stay on the car, including the doors. And now I can actually order some body parts. I can get the front bumper cover, headlights, both fenders, both doors, and then take it to the frame shop. You can actually see that this wire got chopped in 2 places, so it, you know, looks like I'll have plenty of length and I don't have to extend, which is good. And also look at that, this harness was pinched also. So anytime you have a wreck like this where it's near the wiring and sometimes you just don't see it, look at that, a 3rd place. So it got chopped in 3 places. You always want to cut the loom off completely, or like a shield like this, and then just inspect the wiring, because if you don't check it, you're going to be taking this front end apart again and doing the same job, and I hate doing things twice, especially on the same car. So double check your wiring. This is an easy fix. There's plenty of slack. I'm glad the connector survived, because I'm not sure if I have one of these connectors or not, but yeah, let's get this wiring fixed. So here's a good example. Like, this wiring harness didn't really look like it was pinched anywhere else, but it actually is. So I'm gonna keep taking the loom off and make sure that there's no other damage on this harness. So this harness is gonna end up being you know, a good 5-6 inches shorter than it was. But like I said, there's plenty of slag, so it'll be good. Just kidding, I'm not gonna bore you to death and record this whole process. Everybody knows how to solder wires. Am I right? Well, that's about all I can do for right now. Took both fenders off just to see what damages have been done inside here, and it looks like that I should be able to just buy the upper support. I think it comes in 2 pieces, looks like. So I need both sides, and then I made a list of other parts. I'm gonna leave the doors on because it's gonna be parked outside for a little bit more. But once I get all the body parts, this thing will be going to the frame shop. I'm gonna take it on a quick drive in the parking lot, see how it does. Ooh, what's that? Well, it's in limp mode because the sensor's disconnected, alignment's off, but this is the official first drive, so let's get more parts going. Whoa, something's rubbing in the front.